You wake up early. You work hard. You get tired. You sacrifice. But somehow, the money still disappears. And after all these years, there's one question many people are secretly afraid to ask themselves. Why am I still struggling financially even though I'm trying so hard? Because the painful truth is this. Sometimes it's not bad luck. Sometimes it's not the economy. Sometimes it's not even your salary. Sometimes it's the things nobody wants to admit about money. And the earlier you face these truths, the earlier your life can change. Because money does not reward emotions. Money rewards awareness, discipline, patience, and painful honesty. Today, I want to talk to you honestly. Not to impress you. Not to motivate you with fake positivity. But to tell you the truths most people avoid their entire lives. And maybe, one of these truths is the exact thing holding you back. I've observed something over the years. A lot of people are exhausted, but very few are progressing. Every month follows the same pattern. Salary enters. Bills arrive. A few small enjoyments here and there. Unexpected expenses. Pressure from family. Transport. Food. Bundles. Rent. Debt repayments. Then suddenly, the account is empty again. And what's painful is not just being broke. It's the feeling of moving without moving. You work the entire month, but your life stays in the same place. And deep inside, many people carry silent frustration. Because nobody wants to admit it publicly. Nobody wants to say, I'm tired. I don't know where my money goes. I'm scared about my future. I feel left behind. Especially now. You open social media and everyone looks successful. People are traveling, buying cars, opening businesses, moving into nice apartments, posting achievements every week. Meanwhile, you are trying to calculate whether your money can survive until the end of the month. And slowly, without realizing it, many people begin building a fake financial life. They look okay outside, but inside they are drowning. Loans, stress, pressure, sleepless nights, all to maintain appearances. And that's where the first harsh truth begins. Harsh truth number 1. Most people are not really rich. They just look rich. This is something people rarely say openly. A lot of people who appear wealthy actually financially trapped. The car is financed. The phone was bought on debt. The lifestyle is maintained by pressure. And because society rewards appearance more than financial wisdom, many people spend money trying to look successful instead of becoming successful. I've observed that people fear looking broke more than actually being broke. So they buy things they cannot afford to impress people who are also struggling. And it becomes an endless cycle. Someone buys expensive shoes because their friends have them. Another upgrades their phone because they feel left behind. Another moves into a more expensive apartment to match their level. But nobody asks the important question. Is this helping my future or feeding my ego? Real wealth is often quiet. Very quiet. Some of the financially stable people live simple lives. They repeat clothes. They avoid unnecessary attention. They think before spending. But because modern society glorifies visible luxury, many people confuse spending with success. And this pressure destroys financial peace. Because once you become addicted to appearances, your money stops belonging to you. It starts belonging to public opinion. And public opinion is expensive. Harsh truth number 2. Working hard alone does not guarantee financial success. This truth hurts many people. Because we were raised to believe that hard work automatically leads to wealth. But if hard work alone made people rich, then many laborious would be millionaires. The reality is this. Hard work matters. But how you think about money matters just as much. I've seen people earn little money but build stable lives because they manage wisely. And I've seen others earn large salaries but remain constantly broke. Because income alone does not create wealth. Behavior does. Many people increase income, then immediately increase expenses. The moment salary rises, lifestyle rises, spending rises, pressure rises, expectations rise. But savings never rise. Investments never rise. Financial knowledge never rises. This is why some people stay financially stuck for decades even while working non-stop. Because they learned how to earn, but never learned how to keep. And honestly, this is one of the biggest traps in adulthood. Nobody teaches people financial discipline properly. Schools teach people how to pass exams, but not how to manage debt, not how to budget, not how to build wealth slowly. So many adults enter life financially blind, and society punishes financial blindness severely. Harsh truth number 3. Many people use money to escape emotional pain. This is deeper than people realize. Sometimes spending is not about needs. It's emotional. A stressful day leads to unnecessary shopping. Loneliness leads to impulse buying. Depression leads to comfort spending. Low self-esteem leads to showing off. And companies understand this perfectly. That's why advertisements don't just sell products. They sell emotions. They sell status, validation, confidence, attention, belonging. They want you to feel like buying something will transform your identity. And many people fall into this trap repeatedly. Instead of fixing emotional problems, they temporarily medicate themselves with spending. But relief bought through spending never lasts. The excitement fades quickly. Then reality returns. And sometimes even worse. Because now there's financial stress added on top. One thing I've observed is that financially disciplined people usually learn how to separate emotions from spending. Not perfectly, but consciously. They pause before buying. They ask questions. They delay impulse decisions. Because maturity with money is often emotional maturity first. Harsh truth number 4. Your environment affects your financial future more than you think. This truth is uncomfortable, but it's real. If everyone around you normalizes poor financial habits, eventually those habits begin to feel normal. If your circle constantly spends recklessly, you will feel pressure to do the same. If nobody around you talks about saving, investing, or discipline, then financial growth becomes harder. Environment shapes standards, and many people underestimate this. I've observed that some people genuinely want a better life, but they remain surrounded by habits that keep pulling them backwards. Every weekend becomes expensive. Every gathering becomes pressure. Every celebration becomes competition. And sometimes the hardest financial decision is not budgeting. It's learning how to say no. No to unnecessary outings. No to lifestyle pressure. No to constant comparison. Because some people are not broke because they earn too little. They are broke because they are trying to financially survive inside an environment built around appearances. And this becomes dangerous over time, because repeated small bad decisions create long-term financial suffering. Harsh truth number 5. Most people want quick money more than real wealth. This one explains why so many people keep falling for scams. People are desperate for shortcuts. Fast money. Easy money. Instant success. And honestly, it's understandable. When someone has struggled financially for years, patience becomes difficult. But the dangerous thing about desperation is that it weakens judgment. That's why people fall for fake investments, fake online gurus, Ponzi schemes, unrealistic business promises. Because deep down, they are hoping for rescue. But real wealth is usually slow, very slow. And that truth frustrates people. Saving consistently is boring. Budgeting is boring. Investing patiently is boring. But boring habits often build stable lives. Meanwhile, emotional decisions usually create financial chaos. The problem is that social media has made ordinary progress feel invisible. Now everybody wants dramatic success stories. But most financially successful people did not become stable overnight. They repeated small wise decisions for years. That's the part nobody posts online. Harsh truth number 6. Many people are too impatient to build a better life. This truth connects to almost everything. People want results immediately. They start saving, then stop after 2 months. They start a business, then quit quickly. They learn a skill, then give up because growth feels slow. But wealth rarely grows fast in the beginning. In fact, the beginning usually feels disappointing. That's why discipline matters more than motivation. Because motivation changes with emotions. Discipline continues even when results are invisible. And honestly, many people destroy their future because they underestimate consistency. Small daily habits look weak in the moment, But over years, they become life-changing. A person who saves a little consistently may eventually create emergency security. A person who learns skills consistently may eventually increase income dramatically. A person who avoids unnecessary debt may eventually create freedom. But most people quit before the results appear. And this is why patience is financially powerful. Harsh truth number 7. Nobody is coming to save you. This may be the hardest truth of all. At some point, every adult realizes this. Nobody is fully responsible for your financial future except you. Not the government. Not your friends. Not your family. Not luck. Yes, life can be unfair. Yes, opportunities differ. Yes, some people start ahead. But eventually, responsibility becomes personal. And this truth can either depress you or empower you. Because once you stop waiting for rescue, you start thinking differently. You become more intentional, more disciplined, more aware. You stop blaming everything. You start adjusting your habits. And slowly, your decisions begin changing your direction. Not overnight, but gradually. That's how real financial transformation usually happens. Quietly. Now here's the good news. Financial improvement is possible. Not easy. Not instant. But possible. I've observed that many people change financially only after changing mentally first. Because before habits change, thinking changes. You begin understanding that every purchase has consequences. Every habit compounds. Every financial decision either builds freedom or delays it. You stop chasing appearances. You start valuing peace. You stop asking, how can I look rich? And start asking, how can I become stable? That shift changes everything. Because financial peace is underrated. Being able to sleep without constant money anxiety matters. Having savings matters. Having options matters. Not depending on debt for every emergency matters. And these things are built slowly through repeated discipline. Not luck. Now let's make this practical. Because awareness without action changes nothing. 1. Start tracking your money. Most people leak money without realizing it. Small spending accumulates fast. Track where your money goes for 1 month honestly. Not to judge yourself, but to become aware. Awareness is the beginning of control. 2. Stop competing financially with other people. This one alone can save your future. Some people are secretly drowning financially while appearing successful online. Do not build your life based on appearances. Focus on your own stability, your own growth, your own pace. 3. Build an emergency habit first. Even small savings matter. Stop waiting until you earn a lot before becoming disciplined. Discipline starts with little. A person who cannot manage small money usually struggles with large money too. 4. Learn one valuable skill consistently. Income often grows when value grows. Learn something useful. Communication, sales, editing, online skills, business skills, problem solving. Skills increase options, and options increase survival. 5. Delay certain pleasures. Not forever, but strategically. Sometimes temporary sacrifice creates long-term relief. Every mature financial life involves delayed gratification somewhere. 6. Reduce emotional spending. Before buying something unnecessary, pause and ask, do I truly need this? Or am I trying to feel something? That single question can prevent many financial mistakes. 7. Be patient with yourself, but honest. Growth takes time. Do not expect miracles in 1 month. But also do not lie to yourself. If habits are destroying your finances, admit it. Honesty is painful, but powerful. And listen carefully. If your financial life has been difficult, that does not mean your life is over. Many people start late. Many people make mistakes. Many people waste years financially. But awareness changes direction. The dangerous thing is not being broke temporarily. The dangerous thing is refusing to learn. Because some people stay trapped not because change is impossible, but because denial feels more comfortable than responsibility. And I know life is expensive right now. Pressure is real. Responsibilities are real. Sometimes you help family while trying to survive yourself. Sometimes you carry silent stress nobody sees. But even then, small wise decisions still matter. One discipline habit repeated long enough can begin changing your entire future. That's how transformation usually begins. Not dramatically, quietly. At the end of the day, money reveals habits more than wishes. Everybody wants financial freedom, but not everybody wants the discipline, patience, honesty, and sacrifice required to build it. And maybe that's the biggest harsh truth of all. Your future will not be shaped by what you hope for occasionally. It will be shaped by what you repeatedly do. So stop trying to look successful. Start trying to become stable. Stop chasing shortcuts. Start building habits. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Start using what you already have wisely. Because years from now, your life will reflect the financial decisions you continue making today. And the sooner you accept these harsh truths, the sooner your life can finally begin to change.